Does it have a delay, or you click when it's actually?
Tune in every week to the show we adore. From the heart of Perth to the world beyond, let's hear your roar. Perth Swan Cricket, let's make it clear. The community sports show brings us the cheer. Batting, bowling and fielding with flair. Each game is a story for the players out there. Riding the highs, embracing the lows with passion and pride. That's how this game flows. It's the PSCA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Hey! Breakdown of the action. Listen to the crowd. Cheers for the wicket. Oh, they're screaming loud. Cricket's not just a game, it's a sight to behold. Stories of legends, both young and the old. No matter the grade, we cover it all. With every wicket taken, we rise and we fall. Across the grounds of Perth, we gather and share memories of triumph, skill, and the players' great flair. It's the PSCA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Hey, hey. Hey. Together we rise, united and strong. With every strap pulled tight, we all sing along. Commentary electric with stories that soar. This week's highlights leave us hungry for more. Catching every moment, we live for the fight. Every player's battle, our hearts feel it right. It's the PSPA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Don't miss the show for all that's exciting, the hype and the glow. Thanks to the sponsors who believe in the game. Your support and pride have earned you the fame. To Perth and beyond, we're proud to declare the PSCA Preview Show is tops everywhere. With bats and with balls, we're ready to roll. Join in the action, come and feel the soul.
Dun, 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 dun. System's working.
Beautiful.
I love it when a system works. It's Friday night, and you're here on the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association Review Show with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and I'm joined by some Bulldog royalty. Where's Mortin? Welcome.
Great, Nosy. How are ya?
Good to have you in the studio, mate.
It's good to be here.
First time?
No, second time. First time with the new studio, but
Yeah, first
Good
time
setup.
in a nice setup.
yeah, very good.
Long time
Big
between
upgrade.
drinks. How have you been going?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Enjoying cricket still. Enjoying being around the boys.
Well, you're going quite well at the as a no. Well, you've got an award over there.
I'm going.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
you've got
No,
your
we're good.
team's going well. I
Yeah.
see lots of stats. The club seems to be going well. It has been a few years since we've seen you. What's
Yeah.
been going on at Bayswater lately? How's everything going?
Everything's going good. Lots of young fellas coming through. It's good. We've had a lot of functions. Enjoying
Just going
cricket,
well.
enjoying each other's company.
And a few of those young fellas that I met a few years ago starting to step up and taking some lead roles within the club, both on and off the field, must be satisfying to see.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to watch them actually grow up and mature before our eyes. Really, like we've watched them since I was still in high school and that. And they're all great lads. Boys taking on bigger roles on the committee and stuff like that now as well, which is good to see.
And Boydie's still running the ship.
Yep. Boydie's still.
Why is that laugh?
Boydie's still the president. But no, Boydie's still down there doing everything he can for the club as usual. Yeah, he's great for the club and great for the boys.
He's been a servant for a long time
Yeah.
and really does have the club's best interests at heart. Thanks, John, for inviting us down to Hillcrest. We've not been able to play because there was an issue with the council and ground access and stuff. Someone at the lacrosse ground got ran over and it resulted in a total ban. But I'm pleased to be back at Hillcrest this week and looking forward to what should be a really exciting game against SKLP.
Yeah, no, we're really excited for it. They're the sort of benchmark of the comp, really, winning it last year, and their consistency over a long period of time now has been right up top.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I'll give them that. All right, well, we'll have a look at that in just a little while on the Intersport Slater Gartrell review show, where it's me, Noel Nosey Johnston, and this bloke, his name's down there, Wes Mortin of Bayswater, joining us for edition 12, thanks to ID Athletic and Vision Decor, our platinum sponsors. Thanks to both of them. Thanks to everyone who's joined us tonight or this morning, wherever you are across the globe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening or good night, because we'll be getting watched all over the place, mate.
Definitely.
Now, I've had to go on
Excuse me.
record. If anyone does comment in there, Wes is very nervous about how many fines or personal details will be made known.
No, that's
Feel
good.
free to drop them in the comments. And
Drop them like Matthew Sadler.
rodeo. How's rodeo going?
He's good, mate. He's got slippery hands. nah, he's going well. He had his first game back from broken rib, and that last weekend, and I just like giving him a bit of stick.
He's one of those young ones, been on that cusp of the top side for a while, but been pretty consistent.
He had a great year last year. He ended up winning our sort of club best and fairest.
Yeah.
And he just had a bit of an interrupted start to this year, and then the rib didn't help as well. So hopefully get back into some form coming from now.
Hold on for those 8 seconds and get off like a real rodeo man. All right. See, it's great fun doing this, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, big shout out to you all wherever you are. Thanks to the clubs that are co-hosting as well. Jake, good to see you online there. All right. Now, before we get into it, there's been plenty of cricket recently. Country championships. This week we've got the Australian National Cricket Inclusion Championships for the blind and blind, low vision, because you can be not completely blind, the deaf and hard of hearing, and the intellectual disability sides. And they've been playing around Perth. Mixed results, I think it's fair to say, mixed results for WA at the moment, but a big thumbs up to everyone involved in that and putting those teams together. We've certainly known and promoted a number of the players from all of those teams over the years, and it's great to see that sort of stuff happening in Perth. All right, well, before we get into the first grade, which we're about to do, I just want to give a shout out. Dianella starting their season back, or the year 2026 last week with 4 wins out of 4. Well done there. A few clubs would like that.
Yeah, that's rare. We've got it once or twice this year, and there's probably once or twice for the last 3 or 4 years.
If you can, you can. And a big shout out to Australia as well, winning the Asian Pacific lacrosse title, taking out the grand final against the Philippines, winning 13-3 there. So
It's good to see.
we are a sports show, and we've got our lacrosse followers. So a big shout out to everyone that was involved in that team. Well done to Matty Wood as well, Wembley Star. Have you ever played lacrosse?
No.
Seen lacrosse?
I've seen it, yeah.
They're crazy, I tell you. It's fast paced. In the Olympics in a couple of years' time.
Yeah, it's good.
So Australia is actually quite a dominant force in lacrosse. It's a little known fact.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, what's not a little known fact? It's stuff of legend. It's the stuff of myth and legend. It is the Bayswater Bulldog curse, and it is once again showing its ugly head in 2026 as you fellas just sort of struggle with the adapting from 2 days to 1 day.
Yeah, it's happened for multiple years now. It's obviously very frustrating, especially after the last couple of years having such a good start to the year to then fall away so steeply in the 1 days. But we're continually working, trying different things just to find something that works and is or something that we can consistently go in with.
I mean, I laugh and I smile because cricket, we were talking, you came in about Smithy and his 50 and punishing people, and cricket, some days you're a winner, some days you're not.
Yeah.
I get the frustration, but it's a recurring thing, so all you can do is just keep turning up. You've had some reasonable form in the T20.
Yeah.
And you've been competitive in the 1 days. They just haven't quite gone your way.
Yeah, we've just been, we've probably just haven't bowled consistently enough for 1 days, like with the extras and that, just letting them off the leash with, like, pressure-wise. And then, we've probably been short. We've definitely been short runs every 1 day.
Do you, and this is a serious question, we see Nick Scholl getting mentions every second week for making a ton here or there.
Yeah.
That's all well and good in a 2 day format.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Is it a whole of team thing? Is it just a switch that you, as skipper or as a club, you go, okay guys, forget about protecting your wickets, which I always bang on about.
Yeah.
Just go out there and have a slog.
Yeah, so that's probably what
you've done.
What got us in? Yeah, got us, not so bad, not so much like that
The
bad,
slog,
but feeling the need to
change it
hit
up.
too many boundaries and stuff like that. You don't need to, just because it's a 1 day, you don't need to be hitting the boundary.
No.
But I feel like that's put us in a hole quite regularly rather than rotating strike or working runs that way. But we've got a lot of players that hit boundaries quite well. So
I guess then on that basis you probably want to talk about someone else's batting. So let's have a look at the batting results from last week's first grade. And there wasn't a lot of mentions, I tell you what. You want to let people know?
Yeah, well, you got Jason Ford, 60, retired, not out. Unfortunately, done a hammy, gone for a quick single. But he was slapping us around, batted really well. Chris Wollaston with 40 and 4 for 11 of his 5.2 overs. Jigga Karai from SK, 40. And Jamin Patel with 30, the main performers with the bat.
So a couple of guys there from SKLP to be aware of this week for you?
Yeah, there's they're very deep side, batting and bowling.
Can be. And, SKLP are just, and I've filmed grand finals where they've gone up there and it's been over on day one by tea.
Yeah. That can happen though, can't it?
It can happen.
The Baysy collapse we used to have.
Well, every club has it. I'm involved at Middleswan. We have them too. So it's a curse of many a club. Well, it wasn't a curse with the bowlers. Just 3 getting a mention here, getting 3 for or more. James Alexander, Jimmy, big one, kicking off with 4 for 25. Must have enjoyed the birthday shout out last week to motivate him.
Oh, thanks, mate. You set him up. Took 4 for 25 against us.
Look, the thing is, some people, even at my club last night with the T20 Middle Swans in, and I'll be filming next week, and some of my mates are going, no, don't come, you're a curse, don't come.
Yeah.
And others are going, no, come. Every time you come, I perform. I can't please everyone. So James Alexander, well done to you. Well done to Otto. He's just Mr. Consistent, 3 for 14. And Joshy Francis with 3 for 23. And no Goldens. Good to see.
Yeah, that is good.
All right, now Ian Dalgleish, question for you, Wes. Your thoughts on the umpiring this year?
Yeah, I think
And mindful that the association do watch this.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, I haven't had any problems with the umpiring this year, apart from Dags. Nah, jokes. Nah, everyone's that we've had's been really good. No real troubles at all.
And look, every club, every match that has an umpire should be grateful. As a former umpire myself, it's one of the toughest gigs. And we've got to train them as well. Sometimes even the good umpires make mistakes. We don't, in the PSCA, get to have 14 hours worth of reviews, and I'm the only camera and I don't do reviews, so there'll be no appeals to me. All right, well, let's have a look at the ladder in the first grade. Swan View on top, they've got 5 wins, 2 losses and a total of 49 points. And I have to give credit to you and your club. You have 2 sides in the 2-day competitions. Yeah. A lot of clubs pulled out or are backing away from it. So credit to you and everyone stepping up there.
Yeah, it's good. It's a bit disappointing to see the fall off in 2-day cricket. Obviously a lot of boys at our club still love it and still have a passion to play it. But the rapid fall off in the last couple of years is it's not great.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
For sure. And do you think this year, because as an outsider, as a neutral bloke, I've seen games now, the association brought in the points and the runs and the wickets.
Yeah.
When I look at the ladder, realistically, Swan View on top, they're a game ahead of you and SKLP. Yeah. But this game this week, there's less than 1 point between the two of you, SKLP and yourself. Yeah. So really tight competition at the top at least.
No, it's good. It keeps you on your toes, and if you're not on, you get found out, and pretty badly.
Yeah, and that's been a challenge for Carlisle and former long-term grand finalists and premiers. Les Mazinot have been struggling for a couple of years.
It's hard to stay up for as long with the amount of success that they had for a good stretch. Sort of bound to dip a little bit at some stage, but same thing, if you're not on, they'll tear you apart.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunately been the tale for Forestfield, who have only got the 2 wins this season so far, but they're plugging away. Big shout out to you, Luke Otway online there, giving you a shout out.
Yeah, hey Lukey.
All right, the matches this week: Swan View versus Carlisle. That's 1v4. I'll get your tips here.
Swan View.
Yeah, at home I think so. And Forestfield versus Les Mazinot. This one, bit of an interesting one. A chance for Forestfield at home for an upset, I reckon.
Yeah, I think Forestfield, I'd probably tip them. They're coming off. They've just beaten us, and they put in a good performance with the ball, and then did what they needed to do with the bat. I'll go Forestfield in one at this stage.
All right, and no doubt you're going to tip Bayswater. I don't think you'll be allowed back at the club if you don't.
Buck the curse.
Buck the curse. Well, we'll be there to see them buck the curse, and that is Bayswater versus SKLP at Hillcrest. It is our match of the week this week on the Community Sports Show. So I'll be there live at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for all the action.
Beautiful.
Hopefully there's plenty of action.
Yep.
I'm sure there will be. Second grade. Well, I did second grade last week. This is an interesting competition.
Yeah. A bit of a mix.
5 teams, 4 of them in the hunt, 1 not. And the efforts were there, never doubt. I can't play for squat these days. But yeah, I don't know. This is where that 2 day and the withdrawal impacted the competition as well.
Yeah.
Just 5 sides here.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
But having a look at the scores, I was at Caversham to see them put on 2 for 206 off 20 to defeat Ascot, who were 9 for 134. Allenbrook 8 for 1. Actually.
6.
Yeah, 6. I've doubted myself there for a moment. I've got my other glasses there. 6 for 153. They lost to SKLP. 9 for 154 in a close one there. And Uni with the bye. Best of the batsmen. Well, Shiraz Hussain, he was on the broadcast game there. He had 76 not out off 39 balls. 8 fours, 6 sixes. And he took none for 19 off 4. So Shiraz...
Yeah, that's impressive. It would have been interesting to see if he was able to bat the 40, what he would have done with that.
Well,
that's a great innings.
We interviewed him after the game, and he had a big smile on his face because he said normally they pass the score, let's say 15 overs. So he had 5 overs to open up.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah, and he got a hold of them.
And he got a hold of them. And in the interview, he said that was such a rare treat. He's just got a big smile. He said, I could go whack, whack, whack. So well done, Shiraz, on your knock there. And Amrit, also at Caversham, with 69 off 37, chipping in those two, getting the runs and the job done. For Allenbrook, Austin Ockie Watson had 54, batting at 3, and took 3 catches with the gloves. Amal Harani had 53 as well. Randeep Brar, 37 not out. And Josh Bibby at Allenbrook with 33 not out off 33 not out off 52. And that's a good effort there. All right. Goldens?
Yeah, there was one golden. And that
Actually, I didn't tell Wes. There are names there, but we don't mention the names.
Right,
Just the
got in
club.
there.
It's there because I'm tracking on my stats.
Okay.
Who's got
There
how
was
many.
one golden, and it was from SKLP.
Yeah, so I am keeping track of Goldens because there's a club award.
Yeah.
But I have started to see a few names pop up repeatedly with Golden
okay.
Ducks.
Yes.
So I'm tracking those as well.
I've got one.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah. Alan, it hasn't really affected your club though. Your club's at the bottom of the table.
Yeah. That's good.
Dylan Wood had 3 for 25 for Allenbrook, and Riley Watson 3 for 47. The only 2 bowling mentions in the second grade last week. And do you want to run through the ladder for us?
Yeah, so at the moment we got Allenbrook on top, game in hand with 39 points. Ascot a second by 6 points, 6 points over Caversham, and SKLP are 4th on 28 points. Uni sitting 5th on 17.
Yeah, they're doing it tough, Uni, but keep plugging away, fellas. Yeah. All right. That journey doesn't get much easier for Uni, though, this week.
Yeah.
Taking on top of the table Allenbrook. So, as we encourage them to do well, I've seen
it's the
top
time.
sides get beaten
good
by
time to do it.
sides lower.
Yes.
Nothing to lose there, Uni. Allenbrook up against University. Caversham taking on SKLP, and Ascot enjoying the weekend off. No doubt about that. They'll be down at Middleton Park during their other sides on, but
Yeah.
all right. In the third grade, as Murty Mazenod lost to SKLP 101 to 103. SKLP just one down there. Your fellas, Bayswater 8 for 139, going down to Swanview 5 for 205. Lukey Boosemaker though in his 100th game last week.
Yeah, it's good to see. Lukey's another young fella. His old man's played with us. They probably started playing at the same time. And yeah, he's played a few first grade games. And yeah, congratulations, Luke, bringing up your 100th game last weekend, mate.
Well done. And Uni 105 off 29, going down to Ascot 9 for 107, needing 29 overs there. 105, not too bad. We'll look at that in a moment because the batting performances we see Rob Lay with 62 off 61. Reece Knowles, the best Knowlesy playing cricket out there at the moment. He had 41. Lynchy, he's been consistent.
Yeah, Lynchy, he's was a bit sore and stiff, so he ended up going to third grade from our side because he wasn't able to bowl. And yeah, good to see him make some runs. He said it was the worst 38 ever, but it does not matter.
You got to mention, mate. You got to mention. Welcome to old age. Jerry Butler of Swanview with 33 not out, and the best performance of the third grade had to be Aaron Evans, 58 off 52, bat in at 8 for University, who only put on 105.
Yeah.
So six fours and 2 sixes there for Aaron, and that 52 was over 50% of his team's score.
It dragged him over the 100 score in the end and gave him a chance. 1 wicket short of the win in the end, so almost won it for him.
Solid effort there, and we'll look at who gets the Effort of the Week award at the end of the show. 4 Golden Ducks, University, no surprises with 103 on the board. They had 3, and Ascot with 1. I'll let you mention the bowlers.
All right,
you're allowed to smile at life.
Yeah, I just didn't want to seem to be laughing at him too much.
Mate, it happens. You're in the club.
Yeah,
I've got 3 Duck
Join
awards
the club,
over
guys.
there. Yeah.
Welcome. We got Michael Stevenson with 4 for 10 off his 5 overs. Milan Debasia 4 for 25. Is that Les Murdy, boys?
Milan is, I feel like saying Milan is SKLP because he's been in the All-Stars team for a while. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I just thought they were in order. My apologies.
Oh, no. I do them numerically.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, they're all lumped together.
You got Jordan Connolly with 4 for 28. Matt Barrett 4 for 37. Luke Mitchell with 3 for 24. And Russ Keegan with 4 catches behind the wickets for Ascot.
Yeah, so I keep it simple now. I just batsman, bowlers, scores numeric.
Beautiful.
Doesn't matter what the game is. Keep it simple because I am that simple person. SKLP, they're on top, 6 and 1. Swanview second with Ascot in third. Bayswater sitting on the cusp there, holding 4th.
Yep. No, it's good though because they had a winless season last year in the second grade. So it's good to see them having a bit of success and fighting for possibly a spot in the finals this year.
Well, they're 2 games clear. Les Murdy, Mazenod and Uni only with the 1 win each so far. So just maintain that gap.
Yeah, that's good. Something to work for. A bit of joy. Jake Williamson, the skipper. It's good to see you get a few wins, mate. Now try and get a few runs.
Now you're taking the mickey. All right. Speaking of matches this week, it is 1v3 SKLP versus Ascot. Probably the match of the round, although University had the bottom opportunity for Bayswater to get there to create another gap.
Yeah, well, you hope so. Like I say, you have to be on though. Otherwise, you can easily let those ones slip. But backing the boys in to get another win and get rolling for the year.
Alright, well, we'll find out next week how they went. There's Murdy Mazenod taking on Swanview in the final 3rd grade match this week. I think there's only 2 weeks left of the one-day format for you guys.
Yep.
So last couple of weeks opportunity there. Now, before we soldier on, well done, mate. You've survived. Was that a bit easier having it up there than the old paper?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll keep it simple. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show. That's why I have it in the top corner so I can remember to read it all.
Yeah.
With me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and this man, Wes Mortin of Bayswater. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Community Sports Show.
since 2019. We've been loud and been proud. The community sports show, telling tales for the crowd. From Perth in Western Australia, our man Nosey and all of the team share the stories from all sports to all of the world. Everyone and every sport is welcome to join in the fun, from the large and especially the small. We're here to help them to stand proud and tall. We tell you their stories with all of the glories. We lift up the stars from near and from far. Through Facebook and YouTube and Instagram too, sharing the love of connection. It's just what we do. The Community Sports Show, your home of the people, their tales and their dreams. It's the only place for you and your teams. Everyone and every sport is welcome to join in the fun, from the large and especially the small. We're here to help them to stand proud and tall. We tell you their stories with all of the glories. We lift up the stars from near and from far. Everyone and every sport is welcome to join in the fun, from the large and especially the small. We're here to help them to stand proud and tall.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, one and all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are across the globe. It's night time here in Perth. I hope you're enjoying your day wherever you are across this big wide planet. You're on the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show with me, Noel Nosey Johnston, and this man, Wes Mortin, Bayswater royalty, and apparently Tristan is trying to become his agent. I don't know how much you want to give him as a cut, but if you go to Fox, I'd want a cut too.
Yeah, he's doing all right promoting it at the moment. So
Yeah, don't forget where it all started. Don't forget where it all started. Local, but that's the thing, we were joking before. Local sports, global audience. A big shout out to you all wherever you are. Hope you enjoy this as we kick it off for the next segment. We've done the 2 days. We've had the drinks break. You've seen the new promo for the show and a bit of our history. We've been around 6 years now. But let's have a look at a bit more history before we go on. A couple of milestones in here as well. I'll kick it off because Mount Lawley Inglewood this week, we were talking about your club and what you've been doing and having events. In a couple of weeks' time, Ascot are having a back to Ascot. Belmont are doing that. Middle Swan have got a mental health day. But this week, it's Mount Lawley Inglewood's turn. They're having the Kenny's round. Kenny McCallum, a legend at the club, one of the original people involved in starting up the club, coached a lot of the current players when they were juniors, and this is the Ken McCallum Day, with the medal going to the player who has the best performance on the day, above and beyond what is considered a typical showing for that individual. So good luck to Mount Lawley Inglewood. And the only problem with that day, it's a fantastic initiative, and I'm not taking anything away from Kenny or the club, but really wearing purple armbands for Fremantle Dockers. Come on.
That's a great idea. I respect it.
Okay, yeah, all right. Throw me under the bus.
Prayer all day. No, I'm a Dockers supporter, mate.
That's all right. Look, it's about the passion, you know.
Yeah.
We have sport. We are passionate about different clubs and different sports. Just as your club gave you feedback about your position, I'm smiling as you sit back there lounging.
I forgot again.
That was my subtle way of trying to help you out. But let's have a look. Mount Lawley Inglewood have a couple more milestones. Matt Butler playing his 350th game this week, a keeper. Matty, if you get a few runs, I'm looking for a keeper in the All-Stars team, so keep your eyes out, all you keepers, you're on notice. Muhammad Ali Dadurka, the president of Mount Lawley Inglewood. Well, he's done a lot of work on and off the field. He's having his 200th, as is Sean Saunders of Allenbrook, also playing his 200th. And a couple of your fellas in there, mate.
Yeah, we got Carl Blewett, club store, if that's the right way to put it. But yeah, does a lot around the club, on the committee, and a lot behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. But yeah, he's playing his 250th this week. So congrats to Carl and all the best, mate. And then Jaden Francis, one of our boys, one of our quick bowlers, he's playing his 100th this weekend. He's just been a bit crook. He'll be playing in the 3rd grade. But yeah, go well, Jaden. All the best, mate.
Good work, Jaden. And well done to you, Carl, as well. I was going to cue the Bluey music there for Carl's celebration, but I couldn't afford the licence fee. So if you'd like to sponsor our licence fee so I can get entertaining music on, feel free. All right, Vision Decor, not just one of our sponsors here in the studio, new floors and blinds in the house here, but Vision Decor also sponsoring the association and the one-day A-grade competition. Thanks very much for your continued support there, fellas. Good to see you online there, Dave. Good to have you with us. All right, let's have a look. Hawks Punjabi in the 2nd versus 1st game. Oh, I tell you what, I don't know what he's soldiering on. Hawks Punjabi 133. They lost to Caversham 4 for 137. Helena Valley went down 120 to Mount Lawley Inglewood 4 for 123. Hulbinia West Perth 104, not enough against Dianella, who put on 120 in 31 to chase that down, or not chase it down, to put on the total first. And I've seen a few of these this year. They pop up occasionally.
Yeah, right. I didn't actually notice that.
Scarborough 9 for 168 drew with Yokai and Pilbara 168 off 37, just unable to split the difference across 77 overs there.
Good game.
And it's come down to a tie. So that's the one where you go, oh, my heart, it breaks. Can I get a single?
Yeah, so many
bowl
little
of
moments.
wide, someone do something.
Yeah.
But hard fought. And, you know, there was a side who, when we get to the T20, also were in front and sort of had a draw. So frustrating it might be. But look at the batsmen. Do you want the batsmen or bowlers this go?
That's right, I'll get the batters. We got, for the Sharks, Will Stockdale with 75 not out off 109 balls, opening the batting. Great performance. One to look out for, possibly later on in the show.
Yeah.
Josh Cran, 49 not out for Mount Lawley, batting at number 6. Faisal, 49. Jag Singh, 38 not out. Hassan Majid and Sahil Doug, 38. Ross Baker with 33. Ravi Al-Lark with 32 and Avi Bangu with 30.
Just sneaking in there, Avi. 30's the cut-off. And I think a few players know that now because I get comments, "Oh, I'm in this week, Norsey, I'm getting a mention."
Yeah, right. He might have just relaxed once he got in the side, mate.
Yeah, well, go above and beyond, I reckon. In the bowling stakes, Tyler Hupping had 4 for 29, Cooper Veach 3 for 21, and then 3 bowlers with 3 for 23. Anthony Hupping, Nitesh Patel, and Zim, Stewie Kashula. Kirk Howes had 3 for 28, Saeed Kazmi 3 for 29, and Jeevan Preet had 3 catches out there, Lally, for Caversham. Well done. Goldens?
4 golden ducks in A grade. We got 2 for Kulbinia, 1 for
Helena
Valley, and 1 for, who we got there?
Hawks Punjabi.
Hawks Punjabi,
Yeah,
my
sorry,
apologies.
my shorthand.
No, that's alright, that's my bad. Yeah.
And the ladder sees Caversham on top, 9 and 1. They were going well, but they've lost 1. 9 and 1. Dianella with 7 and 3, a couple of games behind. Hawks Punjabi also on 7 and 3, but it's the percentage that splits them. Lena Valley drop away a couple more games behind there on 5 wins. Then it's Scarborough and Mount Lawley Inglewood with Kulbinia, West Perth and Yokine, both with a pair of wins to their name.
This week we got the games. We got Hawks Punjabi versus Dianella, Helena Valley versus the Yokine Pilbara boys, Mount Lawley versus Scarborough, and Caversham versus Kulbinia.
Yeah, some big games there. Probably match of the week, I'd say. Hawks Punjabi up against Dianella.
Yeah, second spot in the line.
Yeah, definitely second spot on the line. One will take it, one will be third, and big one there. All right, let's have a look at the B grade. I must have deleted a line because it snuck up on the page. Having a look at B grade, Glen Forest, their season, well, life is like a roller coaster. Like your season with the wins and losses. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And Glen Forest probably not enjoying the ride as much as a few other teams at the moment in B grade. They went down to Hawks Punjabi 4 for 155 to 153. Southern Rossmoyne had a big day out, 6 for 242 against a strong performance by Mundaring, 9 for 208 to get 200. Mundaring, see that, well done. Midland had 200 as well. They were 9 for 201 to defeat West Coast, 131 off 25. And in the local derby, it was Caversham, 149 off 31, losing to Brabham by a couple of runs and a lot of overs. 6 for 151. With the batting, I'll run through those. Vinod Bandara, Vinod. He had 78. Julian Jeekins with 71. Mango Bra 67. Then down into the 40s. Adil Shah 47 not out. Ramida Mendez 45. And the raunch man Anthony Wills 43. I'll let you take a go there.
Sweet. Yeah, Reece Whitling with 42, Amila Damapriya 41, Muhammad Raza 40, Flynn House 39, Varun Mago 38 not out, Raj Singh 37, Harmanpreet Singh and Trent Murdoch with 31, and Jimmy Singh scraping in there with 30 not out.
Yeah, but a bigger effort, Jimmy. He was not out, so
That's good.
I recognise that.
They probably declared after he got in the side.
And Varun Margot, well, he is just a stalwart. He is the thing I've learned so much. I'm not good at stats, but Brabham have shown me, and we will see they're undefeated on top of the ladder at the moment. They break the games down into runs and stats and efforts and partnerships.
Yeah.
And break it down like that, and it's working for them at the moment. Just the one golden duck, it went to Caversham, while in the bowling stakes, one of the Brabham people who's in the All-Stars at the moment, Amrit Pal Singh, he took 5 for 10 off 4 overs there to hold his spot. Daniel Waterhouse had 4 for 28, and Don Jaya Singh with 3 for 12. A bloke called Private in Cavisham's side, he had 3 for 38, and very impressive when we talk about extras.
Yeah.
We talk usually in the negative form. Brabham with just 3 extras in that innings, 2 wides and a no ball.
Yeah, it was good. You'd take that any day of the week. In
Yeah.
one day is just brilliant.
100%. And the ladder, I'm going to, just before we soldier on, I'm going to go there and I'm going to put a space there because it's confusing the heck out of me.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm just moving it down, viewers, for everyone watching at home. The ladder, as I mentioned, Brabham on top, undefeated. The race is racing away at the moment. They're 3 games clear of Caversham. Hawks Punjabi a further game behind them. Then West Coast on 5. Midland and Southern Rossmoyne with 3. Glen Forest a couple of wins. And Mundaring, well, you've got 1, so the second is just around the corner. Could be this weekend.
Could be. They will come up against Midland. They'll host them. Caversham will play Hawks Punjabi.
Southern Rossmoyne.
Southern Rossmoyne versus West Coast, and Brabham will come up against Glen Forest.
Yeah, big match there for West Coast on the road. One of the new clubs, I say one of the new clubs, the new club in our competition this year. Just finding the middle ground at the moment. They've lost the captain, Zach Richardson, the other week through injury on camera.
Doesn't help. Oh, really?
He ran into another player going for a catch, ambulance job. So a big shout out to Harry Blanche, who's taken on the captaincy job there at West Coast. Good luck, fellas. But yeah, Glen Forest up against Brabham, really, that one's going to be a tough game. I'm sorry, Glen Forest. All right, C grade. I'll let you go the scores this one.
All right, in the C grade this week, last week, Middle Swan 132 off their 33 overs. They fell to Carlisle, who won by 5 wickets, ended at 5 for 157. Forestfield got rolled for 69 off 29 overs. Helena Valley made 3 for 90 off 12. SKLP got rolled for 80 off 28 overs. They lost to Bullsbrook, who ended 6 for 82 off 20. Brabham with 218 lost to Caversham just by the 2 wickets, and 2 overs to spare.
Yeah, and the only question I have there, Helena Valley, what are you doing? You know you're meant to bowl 20. We're watching. I'll call you out. All right, best of the batsmen. Last week, Indavir Singh had 86 not out. Blake Bassett had 62 not out off 110. And that's part of that effort, just hanging around, valuing. And that's that balance between valuing your wicket and hanging around, turning over the strike, taking 1s and 2s when they come. You know, Blake, well, good effort there. Sahan Lale, a new name, he made the 50 and went, that'll do me. Raj Crocker had 47 and took 3 for 29, including the caught and bowled there. Good effort there, Raj. Liam Bryan had 36. Ryan Twist had 33 not out. Congratulations on your 50 game milestone last week there, Ryan. Randeep Sandhu with 31. Brett Ryan-Holston and Manpreet Dillon sneaking in with the 30 mentioned there.
3 golden ducks this week, 2 for SK and 1 for Forey.
Yeah, and a milestone last week in the C grade. One of the old stalwarts. It feels strange saying that about this bloke. He used to be young. Well, we all used to be young. Yeah, we all used to be young. But Benny Keeler, congratulations on taking 2 for 8 and making 24 in your 300th for the club last week. Normally wouldn't get a mention, but good bloke deserves a mention. In the bowling?
Yeah, the bowlers, Kishan Halai with 5 for 20. That's a great effort. Mitch Crosby, 3 for 11. Also, shout out to the Crosby family. Played a lot of junior footy with Rory. Won a premiership with him, playing for Bazzo. So, hey guys. Brett Cadd, 3 for 13. Josh Thorpe, 3 for 14. Josh Downing, 3 for 27. And Ethan Johnson, 3 for 34.
Now, we said before the show that I'm not paying any fines you get for mentions or things that come through. Who's paying the fines for the Crosbys now that you've outed them?
That's right. I'll get them, boys.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what we love about it. All right, well, they won't mind because Bullsbrook are on top at the moment.
Yeah,
They're having
good.
a good season. 8-2, Caversham sits second. Carlisle and Brabham just literally 0.2 separating them, both with 6 wins. Lena Valley take 5th over Middle Swan after we dropped our game, but we've recruited in the off week and we'll be back this week. Middle Swan 0.4 behind Lena Valley, so really tight. Top 6 sides there still in the hunt.
Yeah.
Forestfield and SKLP probably not so much. Carlisle take on Caversham this week. Bullsbrook up against Forestfield, and that one should be a long road trek, I'm afraid, for the Hawks boys.
Yeah, it is.
Middle Swan taking on Brabham. This is a bit of a grudge match. Middle Swan went down to Brabham under controversial circumstances in the round, first round. We've ensured there's an umpire, so Doug, I hope you're on your game. SKLP up against Helena Valley is the final match there. And before we have our next quick break, let's have a look at D grade. I'll let you lead us off, buddy.
Yep, we got Darlington rolled for 140. They lost to Southern Rossmoyne, who went on to make 176, or made 176. Les Murdy rolled for 65 off 30 overs. Mount Lawley 2 for 67 off 19.4. In the battle at the top of the ladder, City Beach 7 for 206 beat Scarborough 8 for 191. And Dianella 9 for 207 beat Coolbinia 153.
Yeah, some big games there and some big impacts. We'll look at the ladder in a moment. Joe Commonday had 51 up, and Archeria had 43. Wayne McDonald, a big shout out to you. He had 35. And this is why I have to write it like this, because Andrew Robertson of Les Murdy Mazenod, he had 33, and Andrew Robertson of Dianella had 30. So Les Murdy Mazenod, Robbo getting the gong there, and Andrew Beattie getting the last mention, 30 not out.
3 Golden Ducks in the D grade this week. Coolbinia with the 1, Les Murdy 1, Southern Rossmoyne 1, and then there was 5 ducks in total for Les Murdy Mass.
Yeah, sorry mate, bad no. Right, Pardeep Kumar had 5 for 34 to be the best of the bowlers. Archie Kilpatrick Taylor 4 for 12. Pravil Sagnal 4 for 22. Ooh, pardon me. And Hayden Candy 4 for 28. I'll take the. I just realised I was about to throw you under the bus. Aravinda Kulathunga had 3 for 5 off 8 overs, and that included 4 maidens from Mount Lawley Inglewood. Good effort there.
Great set.
Aravinda, and Eddie Jones taking 3 catches as well for the Panthers.
Right. So you got City Beach sitting 3 games clear at the top with 9 and 1. Mount Lawley, Scarborough, and Les Maz all sitting on 6 and 3. Southern Rossmoyne with 5 wins, and then you got they go the wrong way around there.
No. That's no.
Oh, they all just got 1 there.
Yeah.
Dianella, Darlington, and Coolbinia all with 1 there, sitting down the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't put a number because they're not. Dianella, Darlington, and Coolbinia, West Perth. I love you all. Prove me wrong. But at the moment, I've got you as not playing in the final, so I didn't mention how many wins you got. Dianella taking on Southern Rossmoyne. That's a chance to prove me wrong. Scarborough taking on Mount Lawley Inglewood. And in probably 2 games of the round, I'd say, Les Murdy Mazenod against City Beach. That's first versus third. While Coolbinia, West Perth, and Darlington for pride here. A chance to just sneak ahead of the opposition.
Yep, good chance to get a jump and get your second win of the year and hopefully roll through the rest of the season with some form.
All right, well, we'll just take a brief break here. We're halfway through the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and Wes Mortin, our guest co-host for the week. thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Community Sports Show.
Our hearts beat loud with a pulse full of pride. Across the Perth Swan region, the spirit's alive. Every swing of the bat, we're ready to thrive. Community's the key, all shapes and all sizes. No matter the grade, we'll take all the prizes. Let's swing for the fences, let's hit every note. With our friends by our side, hear the laughter and hope. From local stories that brighten our days to the world near and far, let's set it ablaze. Here's to the bowlers and all of the bats, the thrill of the chase and those midfield chats. In every grade we shout and we cheer. The PSCA spirit, it's loud and it's clear. The swings and the misses, we've seen them all, but it's the love of the game that makes us stand tall. The Community Sports Show, where we share the tales, all of the highs, the lows, the triumphs and fails. No ease in the groove with every shot that we play. In the Perth sunshine, we'll dance every day. Across the Perth Swan, we'll keep making noise. With every match played, we'll celebrate the joys. From the riverbank's beauty to the shores bright and blue. In the heart of Perth, it's the love that we bring. With each swing of the bat, let's make history shine. Perth Swan Cricket, Community Sports Show. Together we shine. Come gather round, it's a brand new week. The games have been played, now let's take a peek. Wickets are falling, cheers rise through the air. Heroes in the making, showing how much they all care. Highlighting legends from every grade. Tales of triumphs that never gonna fade. Hey, hey, hear the warriors roar. Celebrating moments, always giving us more. Perth Swan Cricket, we rise and shine. In the game of our lives, we're doing just fine. On sun-soaked afternoons, legends come alive. Cricket bats swinging, they're ready to thrive. From every club with the glories untold, come join the story, let the magic unfold. Hey, hey, hear the warriors roar. Celebrating moments, always giving us more. Perth Swan Cricket, we rise and shine. In the game of our lives, we're doing just fine. Scored and each ball that's bold, a new story is made and never gets old. We're more than a team, we're a family, we're one. Cricket's our joy, come and join the fun. Oh. Hey, hey, hear the warriors roar. Celebrating moments, always giving us more. Perth Swan Cricket, we rise and shine. In the game of our lives, we're doing just fine. And community sports show is our #1. Cheers to the players, to every last cheer. Weekly Warriors united without any fear.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, one and all, wherever you are across the globe. You're here on the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show with me, your host with the most. Well, I've certainly got most of the gut these days. I've put on a few kilos, but that's a story for a different day. With me, Noel Nosey Johnston, and our guest presenter for the week, it is Wes Mortin. Welcome back, Wes.
Thank you.
Going well. We're almost there, viewers, wherever you are across the globe. This broadcast brought to you thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic, our platinum sponsors. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Please show your support, not just to our sponsors, but to all the sponsors at your respective clubs. They're putting their money into you so you can play your sport. So back those who are supporting you and your club and us as we take local sports to a global audience. All right, let's soldier on. We just saw the updated weekly Warriors video. Congratulations to everyone in there. A few Baysy boys getting a few mentions.
Yeah, there's been quite a few milestones for our club lately. It's good to see.
Yeah, it's
a few
great.
big ones. Yeah.
Who's leading all those? Who's doing the stuff online for you?
Alex McFarlane's taken over the social side of things, and it's it's been great. It's a big change, and it's good to see.
Great job, Alex.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that. And your club's had a couple of guest visits as well from some of the photographers helping us out as well. So.
Yeah, no, it's good. They get some great shots. We're lucky. They actually got some good ones on Tuesday from our T20.
Yeah, Lawrence out there.
Yeah, some pearlers. Haysad's dropped a sitter, and they got it pretty clearly on his camera.
I know, moments in time. Moments in time. Well, speaking of moments in time, I've been a bit slack this week, Wes, I have to be honest. There was no video moment of the week last week. There was none sent in, and we didn't film the week before. And this week's collection is still in progress. I've cut a few clips out of our broadcast game. Clubs haven't sent us their highlights. So what I'm going to do is actually run 2 next week, viewers, from the match this week, and any footage I get sent in the next couple of days. And then we'll do it for next week's as well. So we'll double up on the prizes, and someone will be taking home a Joey's Swan Valley Diner a voucher.
Very nice.
So's their food.
Yeah.
Especially fills the spot. All right, let's soldier on because it's time to have a look at E grade. E, covering everything there. And I'm going to suspect that that's Weasel commenting as the show there.
Yeah, Weasel.
I love him.
Just realised it was on the wrong account there.
Neil Worsley, not Worsley. Just updating that. Let's kick it off. Maylands, well, they have the 2 best players in the competition.
Yeah, that's handy.
Well, their names are William and Andrew, and they're the best hoes in the competition. And so Maylands and the Ho brothers stepping up this week to get a win over. See, the fun of commentary. Maylands getting up over Carlisle in A grade there. Swanview went down to Belmont, who bounced back. SKLP went down to Allenbrook, and Brabham only needed 39.3 overs to defeat Caversham, 9 for 140 to 139, the scoreline there. Now, I'm just going to lead off. I'll let you do the batsman in a second, but I'm just going to mention Daniel Mason. He's been on the show. He's a young fella. He's been on the video moment of the week previously. But as a bowler, this week topping the E-grade mention, 75 not out. Well done, Daniel.
Yeah.
Didn't bowl though, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
He made 75 not out. Didn't need to.
Didn't need to. Okay. What do I know? The rest of the batsmen, good evening to you there, Weasel. Welcome back. And to Connor as well. Good to have you there.
Hey, Neil. Yeah,
Gobbo,
Gobbo.
All right, the batsmen.
All right.
Saad
We got
Hassan.
Saad Hassan with 56. Shiraz Baig, 53 off 45 balls, batting at number 7. Ben Cleary, 40 not out. Martin Baby, 40. William Ho, 39. Dylan Self, 36. Aaron Reid, 34. Hamal Vasani, 33. And there was one golden this week, and it was from Carlisle.
Yeah, and it was, I'm not going to mention any names, but this next bloke might know something about that golden. But he redeemed himself by taking 6 for 20 of 7.5. I'm not going to name him.
No names.
No names. But well done, Shero. 2 caught and bowled in there as well. Bowlers wise, Harry Panu also celebrating a milestone game last week. In his 50th, took 3 for 24. Agam Kumar, 3 for 28. And we were going so well, Wes. We've been good all night. We're in E grade.
All right.
We haven't had to mention the sundries.
Well, that changed now because Belmont had 51 sundries, 47 wides, 2 no balls, and there's 7 byes.
Oh dear, that's a third of the Swanview score there. Maybe Daniel should have had a bowl. Whoops, never mind. Got the win, and that's the big thing there. If you can give away 51 extras,
Get the win.
and get the win, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
In terms of the ladder for E-grade, Caversham go to 9 and 1 after their loss. Maylands and Brabham now in the hunt. They've got 7 and 3. Allenbrook on 5. Carlisle, SKLP with Belmont in the hunt on 4. Big pack there. Realistically, those last 4 sides battling for 4 spots.
Yeah, all going for the one, really,
And Swanview, well, they're still looking for a maiden win, so they're out of the contest there, but the rest really close.
Yeah.
Some big matches this week. Carlisle up against Caversham. Swanview taking on Allenbrook, while Brabham take on Maylands for 2nd spot, and Belmont up against SKLP in that pack of 4, battling for 4 spots. So big chance for both sides there.
Middle line.
All right, let's soldier on. F Troop.
You got Ascot with 9 for 159, lost to Mount Lawley 5 for 196. Southern Rossmoyne 2 for 149, beat Yokine Pilbara, who got rolled for 148. West Coast 164 off 33, lost to Dianella 6 for 242, big score.
Yeah.
And then Western Wolves chased down Brabham 62. They ended up 2 for 87 off 20 overs.
Yeah, not much pressure there on the Wolves to get that.
Yeah.
Andre Burrows had 80. Todd Carroll of Mount Lawley chipped in with 79, while Ryan Manning 62 for Ascot. Amila Vithanaji with 58, and a new name for me, so I'm going to leave
Badawangala. Dumith Badawangala, 54 not out. I'll go Shan Patel.
Go for it, man.
Shan Patel, 40. You can take over now. Is that DG?
Digi Thomas?
Yeah, Digi Thomas. Or you, mate. Or you.
Digi Thomas there. I'll just catch up with where we are. Matt Siliakis, good to see you there, Matt. One of our winners of the video of the week award. So just a reminder, your club, Alex, doing the photos. If you're at a game, if you're filming, if someone's about to make a 50 or 100 or they're on a hat trick or something like that, get your phone out, grab a bit of video. You never know, you could be winning an award by capturing those special moments out there. Matt Siliakis, he did that before. He got filmed on 100.
Yeah.
Bringing up a ton. So Corey Gill had 34 not out. CJ Craig Johnson 33. Mohammed Niaz had 31 off 61 for Yokine Pilbara there. Steve Pardonastro of West Coast with 30, and the only golden going to Brabham.
And then the bowlers, you got Stuart French, took 3 for 6 off 5.1 overs. Brett Williams, 3 for 8 off 4 overs.
Yeah, both Western Wolves players
Okay,
there.
yep.
So,
Bloody hell.
yep.
That helps when you roll them for 60, or it helps you roll them for 62. It's a couple of great spells.
Yeah.
Rachira Paliaguru, 3 for 17. Pete DeMarco, 3 for 38. And then Ben Davidson of Mount Lawley took 3 catches.
Yeah, well done everyone there, and well done you on just letting those names roll off your tongue.
Yeah, it didn't last long, but...
No, you're on top of it. Southern Rossmoyne are on top of the ladder, 9 and 1. Western Wolves and Brabham, 1 game behind them. And then there's a bit of a gap, 2-game gap to Yokine Pilbara, while Dianella and Mount Lawley Inglewood probably have the hardest or the toughest way to get in there. West Coast and Ascot playing the spoiler role for the rest of the season, I think.
Yes, possibly.
Matches of the week: Ascot v Western Wolves, Dianella taking on Yokine Pilbara in what I'm calling the match of the week there, and that is for 4th spot, that one there. West Coast versus Southern Rossmoyne, and Mount Lawley Inglewood at home versus Brabham for the McCallum Day.
Now on to the G grade. We got Scarborough, 9 for 115, lost to Maylands, who posted 152. SKLP rolled for 105 off 32. They lost to Ellenbrook, 6 for 222. Mundaring, 9 for 202, beat Helena Valley 94. Bowled out for 94 off 25 overs, and Uni had the bye.
Yeah, well done there. Mundaring getting the win, working hard. Maylands getting their 2nd win, so they would have been celebrating back there at the Lacey. Batting, I should say, the best of the batsmen, Beljit Singh of Ellenbrook. He had 129 not out off 111 balls, batting at 3. Now, this is how tough it is, Wes. You've been in the All-Stars team. Beljit there is in brown. You'd think that's a good knock.
Yeah.
But
It
I've
is a good
seen it is a good knock. Yeah, it is. Yeah, fair,
But yeah, maybe not to get in the team though.
fair call. But that's a sign of how competitive it is.
Yeah.
Because everyone actually says, "How do I get in the team?" It's not just about single performances. Although Beljit, yes, it is a great performance. But the spots at number 3, very competitive.
Yeah.
You know, Shep.
Yeah.
I'm getting called out by Carlisle people who I'll call out. No one is safe, Shep. If you don't put in an effort this week and get some runs, your spot's on the line, mate. It's that simple. All right, Daniel Thomas, he had 51. Chris Thomas had 41. The two Mundarian fellas there. See, Chris Thomas with his 650th. Now, I feel like saying wicket.
Yeah, well,
It doesn't say it. Chris, I don't think you've played 650 games. I'm going to say that's his 650th wicket or run. Well done either way. Then Venkata Delta had 38, and then rounding out the mentions, another good performance here. Dave O'Brien of Helena Valley with 30 not out, which doesn't, that's good. Off 33, batting at 10 for Helena Valley. And realistically, that 30 is a third of the Helena Valley score.
Yeah,
so
coming in second last drop.
yeah, good effort there.
Yeah.
All right, the bowlers.
Yeah, Mike Blackie with 4 for 26. Gurpreet Brar 4 for 34. Adrian Borzecki 3 for 10. Shane Rakic 3 for 11. Tiramala Nalapanini 3 for 12. BT 3 for 20. Matt McDermott 3 for 31. Tyson Hannington 3 for 38.
Well done there, mate. Great read through. 31 extras by Helena Valley, 35 by Maylands, and that was a third of the opposition score. And Maylands still got the win there. 53, we had 51 before, 53 here by SKLP versus Ellenbrook. 36 wide, 6 no balls, 3 leg byes, and 8 byes.
Makes it hard to win.
It makes it a tough day out. The ladders.
Ellenbrook sitting on top, 7-1, a game ahead of Maylands with the 6 wins. Helena Valley a win behind them with 5, and then you got Scarborough, Mundaring, and Uni on 3 wins with just the 0.5% separating them, and then SK at the bottom on 1 win.
Yeah, big games ahead, particularly I think Helena Valley versus Scarborough. That one 3rd versus 4th.
Yeah.
Scarborough looking for the win to keep them ahead of Mundaring and Uni. Maylands taking on Mundaring, have an opportunity just to extend their spot there at the second spot. SKLP v Uni and Allenbrook in the holiday mode.
Yeah. Rest the legs.
Yeah, rest the legs. Well, talking to someone, they're getting old, they feel it. So,
Yeah.
no names. All right, H grade, let's have a look. I'll let you do the scores first.
Yeah. Carlisle 4 for 288, beat Glen Forest 149. Ellenbrook got bowled out for 47 off 17 overs. Midland made 189. In the first versus 3rd battle, our Baysy boys lost to City Beach. Baysy 9 for 142, and City Beach chased it down easily, 1 for 144 and 20 overs.
They've been going well, City Beach. Credit to them this year.
Solid side. Coolbinia 7 for 253. They were too good for Yokine and Pilbara, who got bowled out for 97 in 24 overs.
Yeah, and I mentioned Damon Shepherd of Carlisle as the captain of the 1st grade. He's spotting danger. This bloke here is potentially going to replace him. He's also from Carlisle. He's the captain of the H grade, Javed Hafiz, in another good performance here with 91 batting at 1 there. 13 fours to his name there. Well done, Javed. Dylan Wilson had 84, Muhammad Zunuddin had 78, and Luke Tassif was 74 not out.
There you go. And then another good performance, great performance actually. Sakir Khan, 63, batting at number 8 for Midland. Lockie Teakle, 54. Tim Lucas, 42 not out. Jack Lancaster, 41. Vihanga Silva, 34 not out. And then Baysy's own Terry Duncan, the captain, with 33.
He really is Baysy royalty, isn't he, TD?
That he has played a lot of cricket.
I mean, Terry, I love him. I remember we came out, as did nearly every media channel, when he played his 4,000th game.
Yeah.
And then someone forgot him. He had to make some runs.
Yeah, he got run out for a duck, maybe. I think he might have snicked off for a duck, but it was a duck, unfortunately for him. A good way to celebrate the 700th or 800th game or something like that.
That's the way it goes. But you're still soldiering on, Terry, and he's the captain down there as well, I think.
Yeah, he's the captain of the H grade side, and they're going right this year. Giving it a chance.
A lot of experience. Well, Allenbrook had an experience they wouldn't have enjoyed in that performance with 47. 6 ducks, including 3 golden ducks. I know, this is a review show. We're reviewing what happens. And don't worry, you've been mentioned in dispatches.
Yes.
Allenbrook, though, 6 ducks. Nathan Cohen, the best of the bowlers, he had 4 for 4 off 3 overs. Mike Wahala, 4 for 44, all the 4s there. Chanod Vithanarji, 3 for 19. Austin Peters, 3 for 32. While Yokine Pilbara donated 49 extras to Coolbinia, 36 wides, 1 no ball, and then a little bit slow with the overlaps, 12 penalty runs there.
Okay.
While Allenbrook very kindly donated 35 to Midland. And I'm not sure when you make 47.
Yeah, they almost outscored them actually.
You can give up 35. Well, we get to call it as it is. All right, and looking at the ladder as it is.
Yeah, City Beach on top, 8 and 2. Sitting second, Coolbinia West Perth and Midland third, both with 7 wins. Carlisle and Bayswater fighting it out for the 4th spot, both on 6 wins, and then a bit of a gap to Glen Forest with 3, Yokine with 2, and Ellenbrook with 1 win. This week we've got the match of the round for the H grade. You got Coolbinia versus Carlisle in a 2nd versus 4th battle. Another big one, Midland versus Bayswater, 3rd versus 5th. City Beach versus Ellenbrook, and Glen Forest versus Midland.
Yeah, tough day there for Ellenbrook on the road to City Beach. At least you'll get to enjoy the beautiful sea breeze. All right, well, I don't know. I reckon we soldier on. You feeling all right? I reckon
roll
so.
through.
All right. So just a couple more grades to get through, viewers, before we have a look at and update the Golden Duck tally. He's been laughing all the way through. We've got an official update on the ladder. Which club's on top, which club isn't on top. We'll update that, as well as announce any changes to the All-Stars team and announce our Community Sports Show Effort of the Week award winner. Has it been someone we've mentioned, or will it be someone coming up in just a moment? But this is a big moment. The world and politics, it's full of discussion out there. We're a sports show. I am the United Nations, bringing the world together through sport. However, before we move on, there's one shout out, and it's a big one. The biggest and most beautiful of shout outs you've ever seen. That's ever given by anyone, to anyone, anywhere. It's the best shout out seen anywhere at any time. It's the one for someone who has helped Ellenbrook and the world leading PSCA to be great again. Our beloved and supreme leader, the not very orange but sometimes red if it's sunny and hot, the president of the Pursewan Cricket Association. Congratulations, Paul Fernie, the first player at Ellenbrook to get 500 wickets.
Yeah, it's a great effort. Congratulations, Fern. 500 wickets. It's a great effort.
Now, that may or may not have been supplied by Carolyn Levitt, the press media for the president. I'm just reading off the teleprompter. Well done, Ferns. Everyone else gets a normal one, but he does do a lot.
Yeah.
He cops a lot of slack and a bit of...
Someone's got to.
Yeah, well, see what you're doing there, Fernie. Well done.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at I grade. Mount Lawley Inglewood going down to Western Wolves 163 to 182. SKLP 94 off 40, defeating Bayswater 87 off 33 there. Caversham 127 going down to City Beach, who, as I mentioned, are going well in both their grades there. 9 for 177. And then in the battle of 3rd versus 5th, Coolbinia West Perth 129 off 39. Lost. Yes. Go the 78s. Middle Swan 2 for 129. I'm allowed to be a little bit partial.
Yeah, you can.
Our top side didn't get the win, so I'll celebrate the I grade.
Yeah. No, it's good. The batters, Mark Cozzo, 72 for Mount Lawley. Joydeep Sen, 63 of 112 balls with the 2 fours.
Just 2 fours.
Yeah, digging in. Corey Simmons, 55. Justin Stevenson, 40. Tamoy Mandale and Dan Franklin both scored 37.
Yeah, good efforts there with the bat. With the ball, Josh Bennett of Caversham in a loss versus City Beach. 3 for 29, 3 catches, 1 in the field, 2 as a wicket keeper. He had a stumping, and then in a demonstration of what a cruel game this game is, after a great performance with the ball, goes out, gets run out for a duck.
Yeah, cuts you back down quick, doesn't it?
But we saw your effort there, JB. Well done, mate.
Yeah, just a bit of everything.
Yeah, well, he's in the game. He's getting his money's worth.
Yeah, except for runs.
Yeah, well. No comment there. I looked at my stats the other day. I happened to be doing something, and for curiosity, for shits and giggles, I'm not sure if I can say that, but for giggles, I looked up mine. 54 games, 100 and something runs, an average of 3.48. So I'm there with you, you know. Yeah,
That's rough.
You just got to own it.
Yeah,
That
same
is
thing.
me.
Someone's going to do it.
All right, looking at the ladder here. SKLP, they sit 3 games clear at the moment. Western Wolves sit on a 6th. They have 2nd spot, while Mount Lawley, Inglewood, Middle Swan and Coolbinia West Perth all with 5 wins and separated by the barest of percentage there. City Beach in the hunt as well. Bayswater probably need a couple of wins in the next few weeks.
They definitely do. But in saying that, they've won 3 to this stage already, and they've probably won 3 for the last handful
3
of
years.
years, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's good to see them turn it around and actually able to enjoy some wins, and see what happens for the rest of the year. You just never know.
Well, big chance
They're
this
only a
week.
couple back.
Yeah, big chance this week, taking on bottom place Caversham, also with 3 wins.
Yeah.
So that game, is that at Hillcrest? Because we're at Hillcrest.
They'll be at Deschamps Reserve, just down the road.
All right, so Mount Lawley Inglewood taking on Coolbinia. Caversham have the challenge against Bayswater in the battle of the bottom. I don't know how. There's got to be a better name for it than that. City Beach.
That's what it is. Oh, yeah, I see.
Battle City Beach up against SKLP, and from my call, the match of the week, we'll see 2nd place Western Wolves up against Middle Swan. Middle Swan boys with a chance just to cement a spot in the 4 there.
Yeah, close the gap and tie with wins with the Wolves. So big chance for them.
In the J grade, let's have a look. Ascot got the. I tried to. I'm trying to create competition.
Yeah, that's right.
Last week, I was a little disappointed. I put it out there that Ascot and Belmont could be playing for the Abernathy Cup. Neither club got in touch, so I'll keep the trophy on my mantle. Ascot won it though, 4 for 161, defeating Belmont 152. Forestfield getting a surprise win over top place Les Murdy Mazenod, 9 for 237, defeating Les Murdy Mazenod 5 for 235. Big
great chase
runs there.
Well, it must have been a tight finish with just the 1 wicket in hand as well.
Yeah, Dianella getting the win. Unfortunately, SKLP, that's the first forfeit I've seen this year. Let's hope there's not too many more of those. And Bullsbrook getting the win up there at Pickett Park, defeating Swanview 137 to 129. And he's online. There's a batch of Neils at Les Murdy Mazenod now.
Yeah, right.
But it wasn't Neil Weasel Worsley who got the best performance with the bat. It was another old soldier, Neil Warden, 83 not out off 79, batting at number 3 there. Well done there. Nitesh Muddy Wada had 51 not out, and Jeff Grisnick 44, as well as Bruce Lambert with 37.
You got Declan Pilkington with 34, Greg Cooper 33, Neil Harris 33 not out, and then shout out to Lawrence Hillary with 30, batting at number 9.
And Lawrence, one of the Belmont players, but also doing the photos. He's actually the one that was at the T20.
Yeah.
So a big shout out to you, Lawrence.
Great job, Lawrence. Yeah. Give him a follow on Facebook and stuff, guys. Get around him.
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of people get down to Belmont to fill in for Lawrence so he can get out and take more of those fantastic photos. Bullsbrook had the only golden of the J grade last week, while Craig Mitchell had 4 for 36, Stewie Burnett 3 for 10, impressive there. Ashash Saeed 3 for 23, Brock Sheriffs, the Sheriffs in town, 3 for 33, Satish Ivana 3 for 42, and that included a couple of caught and bowls. While Forey, I'm not quite sure what happened there, no batting or bowling info at the time we went through the notes, so just a reminder to clubs, get your info in if you want to recognise who did what, because surely with 227 there.
Yeah, and a big win.
Or 237, I should say, Forey. Yeah, no mentions. There's Moody Mazenod do get a mention though. They're on top 9-1 with 1.9%. Not sure how that makes sense, but it's what's written there. Bullsbrook are on 8-2. Forestfield have 5, while SKLP, Belmont, Ascot and Dianella all have 4 wins and just 0.3 separating those 4 sides in a battle for 4 spots.
Yeah,
So
every game is going to count for the rest of the year.
yeah, another close competition.
Yeah.
Well done, Peasy, on organising that. He's probably a little sad, though, as the president of Swanview, because at the moment they're sitting at the tail on the J grade ladder with just the 2 wins. Ascot take on Bullsbrook in the matches this week. Forestfield v Dianella. SKLP against Les Moody Mazenod. And in the final match, Belmont at home versus Swanview. All right, now, your guys play T20.
Yep.
Are you a fan of it?
I like it. Yeah, it's fun. It's
Change up for
bit
training.
more fun. Yeah, it's good. You
Yeah.
get a bit more fielding practice in game, a bit more batting practice if you can stay out there.
Yeah, well,
And yeah, same as the bowlers. It's good to actually get a bit more practice in a match situation. Yeah.
yeah. And look, there was conversations last year about the why is Perth Swan allowing outside clubs in.
Yeah.
This year, 14 teams, all from PSCA.
Good see.
Yeah. Good step. Bayswater not playing finals, but you've been about the mark.
Yeah, we were not consistently good. We had a few games where we were really poor with either the ball or with the bat, and it really hurts you. But yeah, we enjoy it. We love playing it. It's good, we have a good laugh and stuff. But we still would like to win more.
Yeah, well, I'm going to smile through this bit, viewers, because let's have a look at the results first. Swanview 2, 7 for 96, lost to Dianella 6 for 176. Caversham 1, 2 for 208, defeating Hawke's Punjabi all out for 97. Glen Forest 121, lost to Caversham 2, 8 for 125 there. Bayswater getting the win, beating Mount Lawley Inglewood, so a bit of pride in the end there.
Good way to finish the year at least.
And just one down, 1 for 128, defeating Mount Lawley Inglewood, 8 for 126 there. Forestfield, I'm going to drop down and just do those 2 in order. Forestfield lost 9 for 87. They've had a struggle. They're struggling in the first grade. It's been a tough year, but they're soldiering on. Good on your Hawks. They went down to Carlisle in the battle of the bottom there. Carlisle getting the win, 157. Noel, put your glasses on. In the other 2 matches, Middle Swan. I wasn't able to film them. I had the day off, the night off after a recovery in hospital. Middle Swan, though, we've recruited, and we've recruited well. And it's great to see. We put a side in this year. We debated it as a committee. We're like, do we do it? We got told we've got players, we've got the team, we're going to have a go. And Middle Swan, 3 for 99, defeating Swanview 1. It's always nice to beat Swanview. It doesn't matter who you are. They were 9 for 95. And in the final match, West Coast, they had a guest commentator. He commentates the European cricket. A big shout out to Vinny Sandhu. And well done to the guys, the Leonards at West Coast, for organising that. They were in control, but they ended up making it exciting. A draw in a T20 match against Allenbrook. Both sides putting on 168.
Is there no super over?
No super over, no. Just it is what it is. And that means that let's have a look at what it was with the bat, and we'll roll through, go a couple of lines at a time.
Yeah,
you
sweet.
can let off.
Serious effort from Josh Cannell with 103 not out of 67 balls, with 5 fours and 6 sixes. Gaganpreet Singh, 95 not out of 61 balls. Dill Tucker, 88 off 37 balls with 5 fours and 10 sixes.
Yep.
Alex McFarlane from our boys, 61 not out. Just a really solid innings. Opened the batting and took us through. Bailey O'Keefe with 53. Liam Bryant, 51 not out. Cole DeVincentis, 51 also.
Yeah, Lockie Fraser and Akshay Phillip both had 49. Couldn't quite get the one extra for the half time. Amrit Virk followed up his Saturday with a 46. Trent Mitchell and Austin Watson, 37. Ben Wagland, 36. And Raj Jatana and Ryan Wilson, both with 31 not out. And I'm just going to give a shout out to Tay-Tob.
Yeah, Tay-Tob. Okay.
Well, Tay-Tay.
But yeah, Taylor come in at number 3 after a good opening partnership and hit about 29 off 12 balls or something like that to finish it off.
And he's going well with the gloves.
Yeah.
He's your keeper,
good.
Isn't he?
Yeah. He's been good. He took an absolute screamer last one day, or I think it was. But yeah, he's been good. Good with the bat. He's got starts in every game. I think he's been out in the 40s 5 times or something.
Is that
ridiculous.
someone I should be looking at for the All-Stars there?
Yeah.
Where's he? See, Taylor, he
opener.
bats at the top.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
If you're in the middle 3 or 4 there, Taylor, you'd probably be in the All-Stars.
Might slide you down, Taylor, get in there, mate.
Oh, well, this is a conversation I've had with people about, do you pick a number 1 to bat at number 6 or,
Yeah, it depends.
It is tough.
Yeah.
If you are regularly a number 1 and you go down to 6 and you're exceptional, it's big questions. But Tay-Tob, I'm watching. He paid me to say that. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, stitching him up.
Sean Craig, another Baysy boy, he's another milestone. He
very well.
him, 4 for 20 there.
Yeah.
Kirk Loam, 4 for 40. Jag Singh, 3 for 9. Josh Francis, 3 for 12. Josh Bibby, 3 for 23. And a new name as I lean in. Daryl Quartermain. I had to stop and do a double check there. Daryl Quartermain, well written, whoever did that. 3 for 27. DC Darren Chandler, 3 for 38. And talk about sharing the love. Well, as a commentator, I say if the bowler doesn't know where it's going, the batsman's got no chance. 11 different bowlers for Dianella last week. The only person not having a bowl was actually the keeper. They bought the 12th man ever.
It's good. I shared around last game of the year too. So, well, maybe not for them. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Dianella. Well, hopefully this week will be their last.
Yeah,
because the
got
top
the
4. Congratulations to Caversham 1 taking out the T20 minor premiership for what that's worth, and Middle Swan, the 2 sides to go through the season undefeated. Dianella and Hawks Punjabi become the other 2 sides in the semi-finals this week. They both had 4, while the Rangers, Swanview 1 had 3, Bayswater, Mount Lawley, Inglewood and Caversham with a couple. West Coast, Carlisle, Swanview 2 had 1, and Forestfield, well, I mentioned they've been doing it tough. Their tough season continued last week. Looking at the fixtures next Tuesday, we will be out there. It is Caversham, well, we won't be at this game. It's Caversham 1 versus Hawks Punjabi. Hawks Punjabi, might I suggest you take your frog box out there, because Caversham don't have one, and we're not going to be streaming that game, so you'll want to, if you want to see it, you're going to have to film it yourself. So, a bit of chat for Steve Abbott and Hawks Punjabi to have there. I'll be at Middle Swan to see the 78s take on Dianella at Jackman Oval there. Our first foray into T20, and we're into the finals. We're excited about this at the moment. A big opportunity.
Yeah, exciting to watch your team as well.
And you know, I said we've recruited well. It's funny because one of our new players, Noah Criddle White, he made 100 1 week, 99 the next week.
100 was against us.
Then the week after that, balls. I wasn't filming, a golden duck. So, you know, you're up, you're down, you're in, you're out. But it's going to be a sudden death. And that's an interesting one because 4th place Hawks Punjabi,
Yeah.
if they can actually get up over Caversham,
Yeah. One game, hey, and then you're in.
I tell you what, that'll make it interesting because Middle Swan, we don't have access to Jackman, our home ground,
Yeah, okay.
on the
On Tuesday.
27th.
Yeah, right.
So, should we win? When we win, incentive, boys, incentive. Don't let Dianella use this as a get us. And if Cavi go down, we'd actually be the top club,
Yeah.
get to host it. We'd have to play that at Midland, so
Yeah.
we'll see where that goes. All right, let's worry about that next week because let's wrap this show up. It is time to have a look at the Golden Duck update. Now, Wes, I'm just going to pull it up over on... actually, I'll slide that across. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to do this because I track every round, every game, every competition who's got the Golden Ducks. And I can tell you, viewers, that as we speak, there were 21 Golden Ducks last week in total across the competition, 249 for the season. A grade lead with 29, B grade and C grade both have 26. SKLP on top, cold hard numbers wise, they've got 24. Caversham with 23, then it's a big drop down to Brabham. But, Wes, to be fair,
Yeah.
SKLP have 8 sides.
Yeah. You're bound. You're bound
So
to
we
get
do
more numbers.
adjust it based on the number of teams.
Okay, cool.
So at the moment, the adjusted ladder that you don't want to be on sees Midland at the top with 5.5, Helena Valley and Middle Swan 4.5, while Caversham and Yokeim Pilbara in the 4th and 5th position respectively. And I'm just going to pop that up because it's time to have a look at the All-Stars for this week. A few people I've said are just hanging in there, and where's how many green slots are on that list at the moment?
3.
There are 3 on that slot, viewers, so 3 people justified their spot from last week to this week. Amrit Pal Singh, Milan Dabasia, who was the fellow you mentioned before,
Yeah.
and Brett Reinholdston of Middle Swan, all secure in their spots at the moment based on last week's performances. In jeopardy, Damon, Dylan, there's some bloke called Wes Mortin in there.
Green while I was here at least.
Yeah, I know, but see, it's because you made 3 off 4.
That doesn't help.
You know, cold hard stats, and took 1.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
that's tough.
2 and over.
But the thing I said is a solid performance gets you in, and you're in there because you had 107 off 123 and took 4 for 88.
Yeah.
So your effort got you in there.
Yeah.
It's now the consistency,
Yeah.
not 100 every week, but consistency that'll keep you in there. Sean Cohen's in trouble. Alan Turvey, Vipol is also in trouble. Umesh and Samuel Fenn. Well, you 8 for way back in round 4. That was great, but another couple had been handy. Big shout out to you there, Ockie Watson. Good to have you online there as well. All right, so that is the All-Stars. No changes officially, but I did mention I'm looking for a keeper. So Tatob. I could put him in the side lower in the order if a batsman in that lower order drops out and you're consistent because I need a keeper. So in the All-Stars, he might not open. He might come in at position 4 or 5.
I don't think it would affect him too much.
I don't. No, I don't either. So that's how it works. And Darren Chandler, I'm seeing a couple of comments there. Let's just figure it out. Where's Bibi and I've missed that one. Feedback noted. Thanks, Darren. I love your input, and it is about input. You know, everyone's got an opinion. They're like a certain anatomical part, but we've all got one, and usually they're full of something. But that's okay. Everyone's entitled to one. If you want to nominate someone from your club that you think I should be looking at, I'm open to your feedback. Throw it through in the comments there. The Wilsons, DC, you got to mention earlier in the show. But right now it's time to have a look at the Perth Swan Cricket Association review show, Effort of the Week. This person, Wes, I didn't prepare you before, but over there's a couple of piles if you can grab those for me. This person will take out the Joey's Swan... This is where you go into model
I got
mode.
you, mate. I got you.
The Joey's Swan Valley Diner voucher, as well as the Intersport... Yeah, I know. We've put it up there. And the Intersport Slater Gartrell voucher as well. A $50 Intersport Slater Gartrell voucher. A $25 Joey's Swan Valley Diner voucher. And if you go to your bag there, this is what you will also get. I've waited since around 8 for this bloke to catch up. I was going to give it to him tomorrow, but in there you've also got a bucket hat and an ID Athletic Community Sports Show singlet as part of our TCSS merch. So thanks to ID Athletic, to Joey Swan Valley Diner, and to Intersport Slater Gartrell for their gift vouchers and prizes. And the winner this week, we mentioned him almost an hour ago, back in 3rd grade. It is Aaron Evans of University. His effort batting at 8, putting on 58 off 52, over 50% of his side's score. They put on 105. He had 58 of them. Aaron Evans, congratulations on taking out the Effort of the Week award this week. We'll organise for you to get your stuff. Now, Wes, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
It's
No,
been a
appreciate
pleasure having you
Cheers,
in
mate.
here. You've soldiered on. We've got there. You've survived. You threw in some good Indian names.
That's just random.
No, you did it well. And that's the thing. It's about having a go. Credit to you. You had a go. Many people sit there and go, oh, let me in. Oh, but I can't do that. It's about having fun and enjoying the moment. So hopefully wherever you are across the globe, you've enjoyed a few moments with us here tonight. Tomorrow we're at your ground, Hillcrest. 1st grade, 2nd versus 3rd. Bayswater versus SKLP. Then Tuesday night back on air for the ID Athletic Tuesday T20 semi-final between Middle Swan and Dianella. That's a wrap from me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and our guest co-host of the night, Wes Mortin of Bayswater. And I think you got away with pretty smoothly there, given how worried you were about comments coming through. You got let off quite well.
That's right.
Thanks to everyone for joining us. Till tomorrow, across the globe, please take care, stay safe wherever you are in these troubled times. Remember, take care of yourself, but just as importantly, take care of those around you too. Till then, I'm Noel Knowlesy Johnston. See you later.
The show we adore, from the heart of Perth to the world beyond. Let's hear your roar. Perth Swan Cricket, let's make it clear. The community sports show brings us the cheer. Batting, bowling, and fielding with flair. Each game is a story for the players out there. Riding the highs, embracing the lows with passion and pride. That's how this game flows. It's the PSCA review show, bringing you magic and treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Hey! Breakdown of the action. Listen to the crowd. Cheers for the wicket. Oh, they're screaming loud. Cricket's not just a game. It's a sight to behold. Stories of legends, both young and the old. No matter the grade, we cover it all. With every wicket taken, we rise and we fall. Across the grounds of Perth, we gather and share memories of triumph, skill, and every strap pulled tight, we all sing along. Commentary electric with stories that soar. This week's highlights leave us hungry for more. Catching every moment, we live for the fight. Every player's battle, our hearts feel it right. It's the PSTA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. So tune in each Friday. Don't miss the show. For all that's exciting, the hype and the glow. Thanks to the sponsors who believe in the game. Your support and pride have earned you the fame. To Perth and beyond, we're proud to declare the PSCA Review Show is tops everywhere. With bats and with balls, we're ready to roll. Join